How are you doing, everyone? It's Paul Wilson, CEO of the Hwanseung Group. How are you doing? It's the 30th of August today, one more day away from the end of the month, and we're officially going into the fall weather here in the Northern Hemisphere, South Korea. Okay, just a reminder, letting you know that yes, Hwanseung means to transfer. We're transferring all the time in our lives between transport, companies, countries, assets, knowledge, insight, and intuition. Okay, we eventually want to move into Hwanseung headhunting, Hwanseung finance, okay, and Hwanseung Budongsan, which is real estate there. Just a reminder to let you know about the free advertising I get access to with my official company that's been registered. I'll just show you what I took on the subway today. Okay, so you can see here, all this Hwanseunging being done, all this transfer I've been doing there, all on line 3. You can see here, I've gone through all the lines and you can see it's all on one line. How many times, how many carriages was my company name posted on this display board? Can you just imagine the figures? Okay, this is just for one line, okay, at one particular time of the day. So you imagine all the lines there. You imagine all the buses where people are transferring between buses and subways and buses there. It's very good subliminal advertising for my company there. So I'm very, very proud that I've registered, and I also own the domain hwanseung.com, which I have yet to build the webpage for. I've been just so busy, but I will get onto that very soon. I promise you that. Okay. All right. Okay. So yes, let's get on with it, guys. For the first headline, and we can see here the speed limits in school zones to be partially lifted. Okay. So currently they are 30 kilometers per hour, and then from 7 p.m. until 9 p.m. until 7 a.m. it's going to be lifted to 50. Okay, for that one there. They had a trial basis here. You can see the time here was 11 to 7, but they're actually going to change it from 9 p.m. to 7 a.m. I have actually been caught by a speeding camera doing 34 kilometers in a 30 kilometer zone, and I was given like a 37,000 won fine, which I didn't find too bad. There was no demerit points at all, but it was just a very big it was frustrating that it was a waste of money. I should have avoided. I should have been more responsible. Luckily, it was a weekend and not a school day. But yeah, that's no excuse. Okay, speed kills. We know that speed kills there. We can see the Minjuni Bop that's happened with school kids have been run over by drunk drivers or people that are speeding in those zones. So I think this is good for both parties that we are being more responsible drivers on the road, and then we are giving a bit more flexibility for nighttime traffic when students and pedestrians are not so much not walking as much on the streets there. Have you ever been caught by a speeding camera? Would you believe in Korea, our navigation systems there, they give you a warning about where the speeding cameras are? So I thought that's quite a nice touch, and I do believe that it does help you. It does help you reduce your speed. Because you're always constantly aware of getting it there. So you can also check online or with applications to see if you've got any parking tickets or speeding tickets there, and so that's another real-time service that's available for you as well. Okay, all right, let's go to the next one, guys. Here, as elections loom, the ruling party, okay, to get tough on fake news. So we got here, this is the Oseon mayor here. They're getting tough on these kind of, the Kim Gi-hyun mayor person here. They're getting tough on it because conspiracy theories and fake news are some things that really take they really steal the show during election campaigns. And, basically, like myself, anyone can make news. Anyone can be a YouTuber. Anyone can make their own conspiracies. Anyone can say something's true and it might not be true there. And the problem is when something goes viral, okay, and it gets shared a lot between people, people, especially elderly people, look at these kind of the views and the subscribers and they think, oh, it's got like 10,000 subscribers or 100,000 views. It must be true. And that's how they spread quite quickly. So speaking to reporters here, Kim Gi-hyun, said that the rumors and misinformation barred healthy discussions from taking place and threaten democracy. Freedom of expression is one thing. Damaging and misleading disinformation that disrupts public order is another. Okay, so information is a very strong thing in Korea. Okay, to get a hold of and control. There's how far you need to judge of what is true and what is not true is another skill in itself. And I just wish that people would actually think for themselves and do more research. If they had more time and did more research, rather than relying on some kind of YouTube telling them that something is true or to do this and to do that. And if they made their own decisions, I think we'd have a better informed public. Okay, so please be wary. Just because it's online, just because it's in the newspaper, just because it's on a website, it doesn't always mean it's legit or it's legal or it's true information there. Okay, now the next one here, guys, we've got Korean cosmetics. Okay, travel stock surge on the Fukushima discharge. Now this is quite weird. All right, so what we can see here is that they are betting, the stock market investors are betting that Chinese tourists who have recently been allowed to travel to 68 countries there, including Korea, after a 6-year absence, will probably be avoiding Japanese products and avoiding especially things like cosmetics. Seafood has already been banned, okay? But yeah, they're betting that they will avoid Japanese cosmetics such as Shiseido and SK2 and start buying Korean products again. Now, for some years after the THAAD incident, and the K-pop ban in China, Chinese consumers changed their preferences to Japanese cosmetics and French cosmetics there. So they're hoping they'll go up. We can see here a couple of jumps here. 11% here for Puntek, which manufactures containers for cosmetics there. We had Amore go up 4.81%. The Tony Moly 5.96%. LG H&H 2%. And we also have the tourism-related stocks here. Okay, we've got the 노란풍선 Tour, okay, 5.69. 빨간 모자 Tour 3.69. 참 좋은 여행사 3.62. Department stores also gone up there for the duty-free sales. HDC up 2.32. And also the casino stocks have gone up. In contrast, though, look at this. Dongwon Fisheries down 5.4. This is Dongwon Chamchi. They went down. Sajo Seafood also down 1.86%. Okay, so this Fukushima is having a very big effect on the investment market at the moment here. Now, I was talking to one of my executives today, and he works at the Hyundai Engineering and Construction, and he was talking to one of his colleagues over lunch who works in the nuclear power plant division. And he was saying that when the Fukushima disaster occurred 6 years ago, the amount of water that was released was 3 times as much, and it was untreated all at once. But no one has been affected by it so far. Okay, so this water this time around, yes, it's been released over 30 years. It's been treated, okay, and it is 1/3 of the amount of the water that was released during the actual accident, okay, during the natural disaster of the typhoon that handled it there. So, yeah, I mean, what's your take about the Fukushima? It's an ongoing issue. I think it's just been blown out of proportion into a political issue now to get some cheap political points. So, yeah, I mean, the water won't come back for another 2.5 years. So I think that people will still be consuming seafood. It's just a matter of like, how much you want to consume and what kind of ones you are consuming there. I talked about yesterday how dried seafood products have been hoarded. Okay, sajegi's been going on. Okay, they've been hoarded there. So yeah, look out for those things. You might see a lot of empty shelves when you hit the eMart or Home Plus this weekend here. Okay, now this next one, guys, is Instagram. Okay, is exposed. Okay. Greenwashing by major companies, misleading consumers here. So you can see here, greenwashing. What is greenwashing here? Saying something is environmentally friendly when it's not actually. So look at this example here. Hello, I'm paper bottle. This was made by Innisfree by Amore Pacific. The bottle said it was paper, but inside was plastic. This is a classic example here. So, you know, who is doing this kind of greenwashing? It's usually, you've got an example here. They identified oil refining, chemicals and energy was 80 posts, followed by construction machinery and materials, 62 posts, and finance and insurance there. So when it comes to greenwashing posts, the most common was involving using images of nature inappropriately. They're saying they're good for the environment. They're saying the environment is sustainable there. Okay, and there was also instances of blame shifting, 39.8% there, where the company shifted the responsibility for environmental issues onto consumers, exaggerating green innovation. Okay, here's another one here. Look at this: mineral water in plastic bottles, saying that's they've got like little cute seals and polar bears kind of thing going on there. Yeah, limited edition bottle was the worst case of greenwashing there. Endangered animals on plastic water bottles claimed to be a new environmental initiative there. Jeez, what will they come on to next? But have a look at this news report. I'm just going to show you about greenwashing. All right, so let's take a look. All right, here we go. So it's a reusable cup in Starbucks, okay, but it's still made from plastic. Here is the paper bottle. It was plastic. Can you believe that? Jeez.
않은 제품을 친환경적인 것처럼 광고했다는 이른바 그린워싱 논란입니다.
So that's greenwashing.
환경과 관련된 기업들의 활동이 늘어나는 것만큼
Yes.
기업들의 환경 활동들을 평가할 수 있는 이런 기준들이라는 것들이 사회적으로 명확하게 합의가 안 되는 상황이기 때문에
공정거래위원회가 앞으로는
So the Korean FTC is like getting tough on this greenwashing here, okay, for that. So yeah, it's very unfortunate.
사례에 적용하기 어렵고 기업들도 혼선을 겪는다는 이유에서입니다. 공정위는 구체적 위반 사례와
Okay.
체크리스트 등을 담은 기준을
Okay, so that's the greenwashing there. FTC, good to see the FTC's on it there for that. Okay, so the last one here, guys, is we have the internet-only banks dilemma in expanding loans to low-credit customers here. So we can see here they're expanding loans to low-credit customers there because they're having trouble getting money for other places there. And what is the difficulty here is like these usually they are people who are maybe young, okay, they might be unemployed, senior citizens as well, but they've been rejected by traditional banks and they're brick and mortar banks, and they've been accepted by Kakao Bank, K Bank and TOS, okay, for 27%, 24%, 38%, 0.5% respectively there. So by giving out this cheap credit to these people who are like 신용불량 고객들, okay, it's increasing the risk of them defaulting there. Even 사채업자, which is the loan sharks, are rejecting people with poor credit because they don't know if they can get the money back. Even if they're charging them 20, 30, 40, 50% interest, they still don't want to take a risk on these people there. So where are the people going to get some cheap money? Not where are they going to get some loans? 전담포, yeah. They're going to the pawnbrokers. They're trading in their Louis Vuitton handbag. They're trading in their S23 handphone. They're trading in their golf clubs there that they all bought on hire purchase, and they can't afford them now, and they need some quick cash. And they'll find that the pawnbrokers will give them that at a very, very expensive financing rate. Okay, so yeah, just be careful with your money, especially in this time, in these economic times here. If you can save like a chon on there and an all chon on there, it all adds up, to giving you some financial power and it will giving you emergency buffering, like giving you some cushion money, okay, to save for an urgent kind of emergency that you might need, such as hospital expenses there. Okay, all right. Well, anyway, that's the news for today, guys. It's the 30th of August, as I said. Okay, just a reminder there that, yes, we are Hwanseunging in our lives. I'm Paul Wilson, the CEO of the Hwanseung Group. This has been me for the past 15 years, hustling, okay, doing my best, working pretty hardcore, okay, 6 a.m. to 12 a.m., Monday to Friday, sometimes in the weekend as well. Yes, I really want to grow my business here because I do believe that we are Hwanseunging all the time in our lives, okay, and we're transferring between transport, as you can see on this picture here, all these free advertising for my business. We're transferring between companies, countries, assets, knowledge, insight, and the intuition, all right, and I want to get involved into Hwanseung headhunting, which is a search firm, Hwanseung Gumyong, which is finance, Hwanseung Budongsan, which is Budongsan there. Those kind of industries I want to grow my group into there because, who dares wins, right? Who dares wins. When you got yourself focused on something there, you can achieve anything you want. You just got to make it your goal and believe in yourself. That's the main thing. That's what I want to reiterate to the young generation, Generation MZ. Believe in yourself. You might think it's hard, but you can do it. Okay, you can do it. Okay, it's not about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and get up. Okay, that's from Sylvester Stallone, Rocky, that movie there. All right, how hard you get hit and how you get up is the most important. Okay, take the hits. All right, but you can become a better person if you recover for them. Those were our people today. That's Hwanseung Tonight.